Hello everybody and welcome back to episode 2 of Know the Good, Good to Know podcast with your boy Jordan and your other boy
Ryan. Were you expecting me to say my name then?
Yeah, I was.
Okay. I thought you were going to introduce me.
Yeah, I did. My other boy.
Other boy.
Okay. Yeah, so we're going to hit you with a daily dose, or a weekly dose, should I say, of good news. We've done a bit of research, we found some more stories, we found some more people, and we found something to laugh about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you think this is episode 2, obviously.
Yeah.
Feedback pretty good from episode 1, wasn't it? I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah. What was it? Natural.
That's what I kept saying, yeah.
Which is humbling, sort of, it's a humble brag, I guess. So it's, you sound good, you sound natural. It's a bit of both.
Yeah.
But yeah, so before we move on to our stories, how was your week?
It's been good. It was bank holiday weekend here in the UK.
Love it.
The weather was nice.
Yeah.
It was very busy.
It's been beautiful, actually, to be fair.
So, yeah, it was very busy. It was nice. And then just normal back to work, really.
Yeah.
Nothing too exciting.
No? Nothing over a long weekend? Nothing special?
Well, we had, my son, Rupert, we had a 2-year-old birthday party.
Oh.
Which was quite fun.
Shout out.
And then we went to, a little family thing on a Sunday. So, yeah, just the standard sort of stuff. It was just nice. The weather was nice, which was the main thing. So
yeah, it was good.
Yeah, what about you?
Rage room.
Oh, tell me more.
We went to a rage room, which is hilarious because me and Becca aren't angry people. Funnily enough, goes to show we're starting a good news podcast. Why would you do that if you weren't, happy all the time? Yeah, so me and Becca, we went to a rage room and the guy in there was like, you tell us what makes you angry and, we'll talk about it. And I was like, well, funny enough, me and Becca aren't angry people at all. And he goes, I love that. And I was like, why? He goes, because the people that come in that aren't angry are usually the ones that smash stuff up the best because they've got that really weird pent-up aggression.
They're hiding the aggression.
Yeah. We're keeping it under wraps. Boy, did we smash that printer. Oh, it was it was powder. There was a bit of ink in there as well, which when we walked out and looked at the photos, I've got a little black splodge on my nose from where I busted the ink up.
What do you think Becca was thinking when she was smashing it up?
Nothing. She was just she was just having a great time.
Screw you.
Bottles.
Screw you, Jordan.
I
told you to unload the dishwasher.
No, we're good. We're good. But yeah, no, bottles. She really liked the bottles. Like throwing them in the air, baseball bat, smashing them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Not
you don't get a baseball bat, you get a metal pipe, but
nice.
Same thing, same principle. But yeah, other from that, garden stuff, boring stuff.
I want to do a rage room.
She did say, Becca said, you should get the guys in here because you'd have a great time. And it'd be hilarious because you'd just be smashing things to pieces and laughing at each other on how bad you're smashing things to pieces. Although, saying that, we did a little boxing segment to start us off. He goes, it's a little warm-up. Do a boxing segment, punching a little punching bag thing. Knackered after about 2 minutes. No, not even that, 20 seconds. It's absolutely shattered. It's worse than going to the gym. Way more tiring. But yeah, other from that, no, nothing.
That was good though.
Pretty chill.
Yeah.
So I think we should roll on.
Let's get started.
Get some stories here. Yeah. So considering I started off last week, I think it's only fair that you start this week.
A quick mention actually.
Mm-hmm.
We did say about getting David Attenborough.
Have you got him?
I did try. But yesterday, was it yesterday or the day before? On a day of recording, it was his 98th birthday.
Oh.
So he said he's going to be out late.
Busy guy.
He said he might be able to get up in the morning to come down. He wasn't going to be able to make it. But I did try. He said maybe next time.
Okay.
Give me a bell if I'm not busy. But it was his birthday. He
don't hit me up around my birthday.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it was like. I don't want to work on my birthday. I'm 98.
Okay, yeah, fair play. He's 98?
Yeah, he is, yeah.
I did not know that.
I know.
Oh, fair play.
Yeah, just to put that out there, I did try, but it was his birthday, so
maybe
we can allow it.
Maybe episode 5.
6,
7, maybe.
So my story. So originally I was going to discuss a very cool story around an Egyptian artifact, or a missing Egyptian artifact.
Okay.
But I've actually got another Egyptian story later on.
Yeah.
So if you're a fan of anything like archaeological Egyptian type, to be honest, most of this idea came from my fiance. I can say fiance.
You can.
Fiance Alice. She's a massive. She loves all that stuff to do with Egyptians. Anyway,
Indiana Jones.
So I was going to do something originally around the Egyptian artifact, which was very interesting. However, I found something a little bit more exciting. I say exciting, happy, and a little bit closer to home.
Nice.
In terms of, it's about a cat.
Oh.
Yeah.
Go on, pancakes.
I don't know. I'm laughing. It's about a missing cat which was reunited with his family after 10 years.
10 years.
10 years.
What's the life expectancy of a cat?
I don't know, like 16 years maybe.
Lost it at the age of like 2 or 3.
Yeah, it was. So basically, this lady Linda.
Yeah.
I won't put her full name just in case she ever hears this and like, why are you talking about my cat? Anyway, it's good news. So Linda, if you are listening, says she never thought she'd see her cat again. Whiskers. Such a
creative
name, yeah. However, they've been reunited. It says here, emotionally reunited.
Lost pet.
Yeah.
Emotional sort of stuff. I'd expect it, yeah.
More than 10 years after the beloved feline went missing. So Whiskers is now 16 years old.
Oh boy.
Yeah, he's was found near Durham, which is not far from where they live, after disappearing. So a local resident found the cat in a shed. Took it to the vet, where she was found to have a microchip.
Chip, yeah.
10 years. It seems, yeah.
You wouldn't have.
10 years.
How did nobody find it? Or think to look at chips, yeah.
Yeah, but maybe they just thought, I mean, you see a lot of cats walking around, you might, it's just a cat walking around.
I mean, there's one local to us, there's missing posters everywhere.
Oh, there we go.
So I do feel sorry
for it. It wasn't Whiskers, was it?
No.
You can take them down if it is. It's been found.
In Durham.
Yeah. You never know. So Whiskers originally was adopted by Linda. She was found as a stray kitten, by the RSPCA. After about 6 years living with Linda, Whiskers disappeared, unfortunately. So they put an online appeal, and they actually saw the post of the cat being found in the shed on Facebook.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, it's Whiskers.
Was it the shed from last week we were talking about?
The shed that's fallen down. Luckily not. No, that'd be a squish Whiskers.
Smush cat.
Yeah,
smush Whiskers.
Yeah, happy story. So it was pleasing that we were able to reunite Linda with Whiskers. Mm-hmm. This is from the RSPCA inspector, David Dawson. That's a cool name. I went to a school with a David Dawson.
As if. Is it this guy?
Maybe.
I'm more intrigued that the RSPCA have their own sort of like detective team.
Detective? You're an inspector. How cool is that?
That's what we do.
Do you work on like murder cases?
Yeah. What?
Well,
pet murder cases.
Well, what? Missing people? Close.
Missing
not
turtles.
Quite there.
Little missing rabbits.
Missing stuff.
Yeah.
We shouldn't take it away from David. He found the cat.
Yeah.
He reunited the pair, which is the main thing.
Did his job.
So after 10 years, despite her ordeal, the black and white cat has fully recovered and is well.
Mm-hmm.
So 16. And happy cat.
Lovely.
It doesn't seem like an exciting story. But when you're a cat owner, so I'm a cat owner. Yeah. I have two cats.
Shout out to can I name them?
Of course.
Pancakes and Beans.
Yeah, pancakes and beans.
Beans and pancakes.
And I've had a close missing encounter with Pancake.
Oh, snaggle tooth.
So yeah, he was hit by a car, and then the lady. In fact, the car that hit him drove on. So if you're listening to this podcast, I will find you.
No place for that kinds of people in a Good News podcast.
No, but the lady behind, she deserves a shout out because she went round knocking on the houses saying, "I've just seen a cat fly over a bonnet," and then ran into the bushes. And it was Pancake. So I was literally just about to sit down and have a Chinese. So Rudy interrupted. So I was just looking around, and it took like 4 hours, and eventually found him like hiding in the back, like in a bush area.
Yeah,
he was okay. He had a bit of a limp. Took him to the vets.
He's now got a bit of a
The
list.
only bad thing, he has got more of a list than me. He's got a snaggletooth. Have you ever seen?
He looks like a legend, though.
He's grumpy. Have you ever seen Small Soldiers, the film?
Yes.
So you know the leader of the, I want to say Gorgonites, Archer?
Yeah, Gorgonites.
That's who I...
Gorgonites.
Yeah, Archer, he reminds me of... Pancake reminds me of Archer, whichever way around you want to put it. He's got the little snaggly teeth. Pancake is the leader of the Gorgonites.
Sick. To be fair, yeah. No, I can see that. You give him a little crossbow or give him put a little bit of armour. He doesn't need armour. He got hit by a car and just walked it off.
He's so thick though. That's the thing. I'm surprised he's not been run over before. He's the thickest cat ever.
You can see it in his face.
Yeah, I do love him though.
I love him too. He's funny. Every time we go and do like games night at yours, you just see him just sort of walk in. It's like, oh, look at his little snaggletooth.
It's Archer from the Gorgonites. He's back.
But yeah.
So yeah, okay. That was my happy story.
Yeah, I love it.
About a missing cat, which is no longer missing.
No,
thanks to the inspectors.
Yeah,
shout out.
Good story. I like it. That's a proper solid Good News story. Mine is a little bit wider reaching. So I had a little bit of research, and last week we did full environmental. We went like crazy on it. This time I found a little cool gadget. and it's to combat illiteracy. So I'll tell you all about it. So we'll do some stats to start off with. So in 2024, UNESCO's reported 773 million people around the world struggle with illiteracy.
I'd probably be involved in that, I reckon. I mean that number, for sure.
Same. I've seen myself typing all this research, and
thank God for Grammarly.
My spelling is atrocious. But it goes on to say, it restricts people's ambitions, it damages their self-esteem, and just you can't if you have illiteracy, you can't really integrate into society that well, can you? Really, you can't read or write. What are you can do? Can't apply for a job. So, saying that, funnily enough, I know a few people in my line of work that can't read or write.
Draw?
No. Not in my actual work, but clients and stuff. Can't read or write. Do not let it bother them at all. It's so funny. They're the most cocky, outlandish people you'll ever meet, and you would never know that they can't read or write, because when you hand them a drawing and they look at it, obviously there's a lot of text all over the drawing, they just go, yeah, that looks right. I'm full way they've not read it.
What's the actual condition called? Dyslexic?
No, illiteracy. So dyslexia is not being able to read. I suppose it's right as well. Yeah, read and write. Yeah, I suppose dyslexia is the same thing. But yeah, illiteracy across the board is a pretty sort of bad thing. So it says it's a crisis, which it is. But the World Literacy Foundation and Media Monks have designed a sweet little gadget to enable people who are illiterate to start reading and writing, and it's called the Literacy Pen. It takes me back to primary school when you're doing your pen license sort of thing. That, weirdly enough.
Oh, is it one of them cool pens that you can do different colours on as well?
No, it's not. Sorry.
They should do that.
It's a bit cooler than that, to be fair.
Okay.
So the premise of the gadget is it's like a little screen, a little digital screen that you can attach to a pen or a pencil. And it works in the ways of you talk to the pen or pencil, because obviously if you are illiterate, you probably can talk, but you just can't read or write. And it works in the way of it then pretty much shows on the digital screen, letter for letter, what you're saying. So if you said the word hello, it would show the word hello on the screen. And then pretty much you would copy what is written on the pen onto paper, which would then theoretically teach you how to write the word that you know how to say and be able to read it at the same time. So it speeds up the process. Imagine when you're in primary school, those little handwriting booklets you used to get where you copy the dots.
The dots, yeah.
And how you learn to write letters and
it's
stuff.
It's a digital version of that?
Pretty much, yeah. So it helps adults with dyslexia sort of learn it a lot faster, so they have sort of a step up if they were to then move into a program which would actually teach them how to read and write. Which, another thing that they said, which was a massive problem with people that have or dyslexia or illiteracy problems, they will start these programs, but because they can't pick up words quick enough, or they can't they get really frustrated, and it's totally understandable you get frustrated. They pretty much cancel the programs and they stop doing it, and then they sort of recluse themselves and go back into not wanting to learn about it. So really and truly, this sweet little gadget is going to be, I mean, I'm not going to say it's going to be the be all end all of illiteracy, because obviously not everyone's going to be able to get it. But it will put a massive dent in that 773 million statistic.
It's crazy.
But it's really cool. So World Literacy Foundation and Media Monks, they're the people that have designed it. I did a little deep dive and I was trying to find out where you could get it from. I'm basically doing an unpaid sponsor here for them. But yeah, at the moment it's still in sort of development, so it's not been released yet. It will do, I'm assuming, shortly, because they're writing articles about it and trying to get it out there.
Do you think they write the articles with the pen?
Probably,
just to prove a point.
Yeah, you've got to test it. You've got to do R&D.
R&D, that's right.
So I hope they do. But yeah, so when it does, if you have illiteracy problems out there and you're listening to a podcast, or this podcast, should I say, go and have a little look, go and find it, and help yourself out.
They're not going to be reading, are they? If they're illiterate.
No, exactly. So they're listening to a podcast.
or an audiobook.
Perfect. Sweet. They can't read what they're actually listening to, but they've just stumbled upon us, maybe.
Now the problem is for them,
yeah.
How do they search for the pen when they can't write?
Obviously, someone's going to have to do it for them.
They've been trying to explain it to somebody like, I was listening to a podcast and there's a pen that writes for you, helps you write.
Yeah. No, I've name dropped it. It's called Literacy Pen. There you go.
I was going to say write it down, but they can't.
No.
Soundbite it.
Not soundbite it. They can speak. It's fine. They hear the words. They've just got to copy what they've heard, and then the same process when they write. Yeah. So yeah, it's perfect little sweet little gadget. I think it's cool.
Yeah, I do think it's cool, to be fair. And I do struggle. I mean, in my job, I shouldn't struggle with like writing in general and reading, but
my handwriting is impeccably neat.
My handwriting's neat.
Yeah.
My spelling's just not so good.
Well, actually, yeah, my spelling's atrocious as well, to be fair. But my handwriting is hilarious because I might have spelled something wrong, but it looks like it's come out of some sort of olden day book.
I mean,
like
I was
cursive.
When we were texting before the podcast about a certain person, which is in my next story.
Yeah.
And I put the name of the person, and you're like, "Sorry, hang on, what is that?
Who are you talking about?
Who are you talking about?
Are you sure you spelled that right?" Our texting is awful. I've noticed recently. I've taken off predicted text because I'm trying to teach myself to forcibly spell correctly on text.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
It's not because every time I
mumble jumble. And then we've got a group chat, and we have one particular friend, Jack, who loved to be a grammar.
Mm-hmm.
What do they call it?
Grammar
Nazi.
Yeah.
And then he would always pick on people, wouldn't he, about the spelling? Their grammar. But I never do grammar in text. I'm just like, like I'm not going to be like commas and full stops and all that sort of jazz. It's just quick text.
Yeah.
I'm not writing a formal email.
It's a time thing. Yeah. But so okay, all the good news. That's our news stories at the moment. So on to our next segment, I guess.
Yep.
Welcome to Heroes of the Week. Where we talk about...
Is that what we're going to call this section?
I think so.
So we need to find a jingle. Maybe you could do
We'll do it right now.
Sing song or
we get
ready?
You ready?
No,
3, 2, 1.
Heroes of the Week. We did the same tone. One needs to be higher, one needs to be lower.
Okay, you go low, I'll go high.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Heroes of the Week.
And now my voice cracked so hard in that.
Everyone now is turning it down like, oh my god.
Oh, that was awful. I hated it. But yeah, okay. So, because you started off with the stories, do you want me to start off with Hero?
Yeah, you're on a roll. Go for it. Yep.
Okay, cool beans. So, my Heroes of the Week segment is a tie back to episode 1 again. When I spoke about the Nicholas Locke who planted all the trees, this is another similar type of story, but for a different purpose. So, my Hero of the Week is a guy that planted tons and tons and tons of flowers. So thousands of flowers. I'll start the story off properly. It's a Japanese married couple called Mr. and Mrs. Kuroki, and they were a couple of good old dairy farmers in rural Japan. They've got 2 children they cherish, and they're just a lovely family. So this is where it gets sad. Not that I like saying sad news on the podcast, but it's got a positive end, so stick around. There is a light to the end of the tunnel. But so unfortunately, Mrs. Kuroki lost her sight due to problems with diabetes. And because of this, she became massively depressed and she reclused herself into a house, the family home, sorry. And to be honest with you, I think if you lost your sight, you did the same thing. I'd be inside all the time.
That's probably one of my biggest fears.
Yeah. Oh, it's terrifying. Sight or sound? Oh, no.
Sight? It sounds fine.
Sound, yeah, I could do with not hearing people.
Yeah, I can.
Well, running a podcast would be so difficult not being able to hear things.
I mean, we could do a deaf podcast.
Do a deaf
just
podcast.
Just sign language, yeah.
Like, yeah, okay, because that's going to work.
Yeah.
Sign language on the podcast.
We have to video it. Yeah, you have to video it.
That's all you hear. Bit of ASMR for you there.
Yeah.
Either way, so she became depressed. So Mr. Kuroki came up with this really amazing idea, and it's the true, ideal, devoted, loving husband. Because she doesn't have the gift of sight anymore, he decided to plant thousands and thousands of flowers. And to be specific, I looked up the flower, and it's called a pink... Oh, God, here we go. Shibazakura flower. And they're scented flowers. So they, he's trying to play on her other senses and get her out and make her happy. So it took him 2 years to plant all these thousands and thousands of flowers. And slowly, very slowly apparently, she emerged from the house because of these flowers. Now it's said that she smiles every day. The article is so like...
The way you've worded that.
What?
Now it says that she smells every day.
Smiles?
Oh, smiles. Smells.
I suppose the same process goes. Yeah, she does smell every day, but yeah. But now it's said that she smiles every day. She's not depressed at all anymore because of her devoted husband. And I would say perfect place in Hero of the Week for just that reason alone. I've probably missed out so much stuff, but
She's essentially a bee now.
which sitting there pollinating
Just going
flower
around-
to flower.
Just going around with them thousands of flowers pollinating.
Yeah. But so if you're following our social media, what I will do is I will post the pictures of this flower garden. It is actually open to the public now, so you can
Wow,
go
in
if you
Japan?
want. Yeah.
That's cool.
If you want to go to this, it's very rural, super rural Japan. So if you're going to fly and go to Tokyo or whatever, you're probably going to get being a long like car ride or train or whatever out. But yeah, so it's open. You can go and see it for yourself. But if you follow our socials, you can also see what it looks like.
Talk about following socials. Do you think people saw the mole?
Oh
They
yeah,
definitely saw the mole, didn't they? How cute is a golden mole?
it's so cute.
Yeah.
I've got another post going up actually. After this recording, I'm going to put it out.
About the golden mole.
Yeah, it's going to be a reel. So it's going to have moving parts to it, make it look a bit more fun.
What, the mole's going to be moving?
Yeah. Well, not the picture.
Animated golden mole.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't do things like halves. I put the effort in. So onto your hero of the week.
Hero of the week. Not so much a hero, I guess, but more sort of an amazing person and an amazing story, an amazing journey that this person's on. Like I mentioned previously, we're on an Egyptian theme here. Well, I was. And it's about an archaeologist named Dr. Catherine Martinez, who's been searching for Cleopatra's tomb in Egypt since 2005. It's a long ass time.
She's been looking for it.
I know, right?
Oh, hold on, sorry. Can we now?
So Cleopatra.
Yeah,
I couldn't
okay.
spell.
Yeah. I can't remember what you said now.
Oh.
I haven't got my phone on me. We've got rid of all the phones
It's terrible.
in the studio, but yeah, it was not Cleopatra. Let's put it that way.
And looking at the name Cleopatra, it's quite easy to spell. But again, it's just when I'm in text form, I'm just like lazy thumbs.
Yeah.
Fat thumb, lazy thumb.
Yeah, super lazy.
Just get it done. But anyway, so she's been searching for Cleopatra's tomb since 2005. She had to release some groundbreaking updates on the potential whereabouts of the Egyptian queen's resting place. So, just to throw you back, Cleopatra herself, for those of you who don't know, I need that illiterate pen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What to talk?
Talking
with?
pen. I need to do a talking
Special
version.
talking pen.
So she was born 70 BC, died 30 BC.
Mm-hmm.
So she was an Egyptian queen famous in history for being a lover of Julius Caesar and the later wife of Mark Antony. She was a big influence in terms of Roman politics. So, I mean, people have probably seen there's been numerous books and plays and movies based on her life.
Was she in Night at the Museum? I don't think she was.
She might have been actually. It might have been.
There was some pharaohs. That's the only time I'm
Was
trying
there?
to
No,
pan to order all the audiences time-wise, sort of in a timeline that everyone's probably seen Night at the Museum at some point in their life.
Yeah, I probably agree with that, but I'm pretty sure there was maybe it was.
I feel like there might have been.
Okay, we'll have to look back at that. Either way,
Movie night.
it wasn't her. Yeah, moving on. So she was thought to have taken her own life after her husband's death, and the whereabouts of where she was buried was obviously uncertain. Now, she was a big deal. No doubt it was a big tomb.
Massive deal.
Dr. Martinez has been looking, like I said, since 2005, and she's not provided an update since 2022, where at the time they'd found a potential tunnel that led her to a tomb in the Mediterranean Sea.
Under the sea.
I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure if it's under the sea. Just the material I was reading and what I found was in and around the Mediterranean Sea.
She's like a regular old Indiana Jones.
Like the what? Sorry.
She's like a regular.
Oh
old
yeah, she is.
Indiana
Sorry.
Jones.
I was just like, who's that?
The whip, the hat. Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider.
Tomb
Better.
Raider.
Tomb Raider makes better.
Yeah, she's a female.
Yeah, well, not just because of that purpose.
Oh.
You could be a female Indiana Jones. I wouldn't be surprised if Disney aren't working on it right now, but it's more to the fact that
They just released.
she's
the
raiding.
last one.
She's looking through a tomb.
Yeah.
I suppose it is called
What's the other one?
what?
National Treasure. That's a good film.
Oh, what? Good old Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, that's a good film. I like that. Anyway, so yeah, no updates since 2022 whether that they'd found that potential tunnel. But since then, Dr. Martinez has been searching for a specific artifact to prove her theory. The temple for 500 years, which is in and around the Mediterranean Sea, was dedicated to Cleopatra.
Mm-hmm.
So the artifact she actually found was what they called a foundation plate. They said it's about the size of an iPhone. Which iPhone, I don't know. There's so many different variations.
Egyptian iPhone.
It could be the iPhone 4, which was quite small. It could be the iPhone 12 Max, which was quite big. So who knows which size?
You haven't got size spec,
They didn't give me
processing power,
No,
that sort of thing.
they didn't give me any of that information. iPhone size, hazard to guess which size that's going to be. And it was placed under some major structural stones, and this is like a key to where this temple would have been built. This where it should have been buried.
Ooh.
On a side note, that the teams have been searching for this specific foundation plate, which gives them additional evidence to find this temple for hundreds of years, right?
Yeah.
So it's crazy that she found that to start with. But after finding that, they were also unearthing coins with Cleopatra written on them and her face on them.
Yo, she had her
So
currency.
they're getting close, yeah. So they needed some additional support to dig in around this temple, which is around the Mediterranean Sea. So she needed support from authorities, and the Egyptian government actually granted her the authorities. They're providing like resources to go into the Mediterranean Sea and around and dig. I know it's crazy, right?
No, it was the fact that in my head I had the Egyptian authorities have granted Cleopatra authority for some reason, not this Martinez. Yeah, it was in my head I was just going, oh, she's alive still. Oh, they found her.
But they believe that they found a temple submerged in and around the Mediterranean Sea, like I said. So they're going to get like what is it, subaquatic vehicles to go and have a look and stuff like that. So crazy, right?
That sounds pretty cool.
Updates obviously pending, but she did like loads of lectures about it and like where she is. And it's very, very interesting when you read into it how much she's actually done to get to this point. Obviously for numerous number of years. Anything sort of related to Egyptian discoveries, I find it is very cool. And like I said, my Mrs. Alice, she loves that sort of stuff, so I sort of watch on the TV as she's watching it, sort of thing. But
yeah.
So I just thought it's very interesting. People can go out there. Like I said, her name is Dr. Kathleen Martinez. Give it a look. Have a little look. It's very interesting. Any more updates coming? Obviously, I'll let you know, I guess.
You said you can go out there. Can you join her on her expedition?
Me?
No, you said you can go out there.
Oh, no, did I say go out there?
Yeah, you said you can go out there.
Go join her. Why not? Extra resource.
Mrs. Martinez out on her expedition. Go help her find this lost tomb of Cleopatra.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. That's so sick. Cool. I love anything to do with sort of Egyptian stuff, though.
Yeah.
Like
the tombs are just mad, aren't they?
They are. I mean, it's sad because I have never been to Egypt, and it's one place that I do wish to go because, I mean, I've seen the Great Wall of China. That's probably the only other. I'm into architecture, so I've seen loads of stuff. So
I've been to Egypt, but we didn't bother going to the pyramids.
When did you go?
Blimey, 7-8 years ago, maybe.
Oh, you might have gone when Becca went, because when Becca and her mum went a long time ago, and they said that they're not allowed to go near the pyramids because there was riots happening at the time. So it's a really dangerous sort of place to go, apparently. But well, yeah, I'm down to go. We'll do it, lads.
Depends where you go, because we went to. This is really interesting listening. To like quite far down to Egypt and like Haggadah maybe. And can you hear the ice cream man?
Can we pause just for a second?
They can hear it.
That's the ice cream man.
That is.
Yeah.
He's run out of ice cream because he's playing the tune. Yeah, we went down quite far down. You had to get a plane to go to the pyramids. And to be honest, I don't think I'm too bothered about seeing the pyramids.
No?
No, I've seen them on TV. They're not going to look any different,
Yeah, but it's one of the, 7 wonders of the world.
I've seen them on TV. What's the difference going to be?
It's massively different. Like I said, Great Wall of China, you see it on TV. Yeah, okay, it's a Great Wall. You actually go on it and you see it for your own sort of personal scale. Massive. It's huge. And it is pretty cool. Also, as much as you want to sort of chip a bit off and take it home with you, you really can't, because you're not supposed to do that. Otherwise, there'd be not much wall to actually see. That's
the problem with all these things. They just get vandalised.
Yeah. There was a lot of graffiti all over it. It's quite sad.
People are just horrible, aren't they?
Yeah, but we're a good news podcast, so we're going to talk about that kind of stuff.
Back to the good news. So, yeah, that was my, I say inspirational. It wasn't very inspirational. It was just more like a very cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
Cool concept. And,
it's an interesting story.
Yeah.
And at the same time, she's doing something good. She's unearthing history, seeing where we came from, seeing all our past kings, queens, pharaohs, etc. It's cool stuff.
But everybody knows the real reason why the pyramids are there, right?
Aliens.
Yeah, it's Transformers.
Oh. Yeah. What, so underneath that?
Yeah, of course.
All that stone is a big old machine.
Fake, is it?
Big old machine. Or what they did movie recordings up there and then decided to
rebuild it. Yeah.
Rebuild it, yeah.
Well, they got robots, so they can obviously rebuild it with the robots.
Makes it easier, I suppose.
So
fair play.
That's the real reason for the pyramids.
Fucking Transformers.
Love them films.
They are good. Good on Michael Bay. Shall I jump onto funny stories?
Go on then, what you got?
We got some laughs. So I was talking to you earlier in the week and I asked you what do you know the Amazon Just Walk Out shops, or Amazon Fresh, should I say?
Yeah, I've seen briefly.
Only in London, I think.
Well, but I think stuff like that they need to be in a very populated place, right?
Yes, yeah, but I had a look around on Google Maps. I couldn't find any in like Manchester, Birmingham, bigger cities sort of around the UK. So I think they're only in London in the UK. I saw a few in America. There probably are in a few other countries, but yeah. Either way, the story that I want to talk about is their supposed AI shopping system. So the whole point of Amazon Just Walk Out is you literally rock up, you walk in Amazon, you fill your basket, put it in a bag, and just walk straight out the door. You don't scan anything, literally it just comes up on your little Amazon grocery store and you get charged for it. So you don't have to pay for anything. You literally walk in, grab what you want, walk out. That is what it's...
How do they know it's you then?
Well, this is the thing. So AI... So supposedly there's supposed to be about 100 to 200 cameras around each shop that pretty much scan everything. Creepy because you're being watched by an AI system, but that is what allows you to do the whole in and out system. You just literally walk in, it watches you as you walk around, it watches what you put in your basket, puts it in a little basket online, walk out, charges you, boom, done. Lovely system. But where the funny side of the story is that's not actually the case. So it's not actually AI.
There's some man sat in the back,
basically,
loads of screens,
basically
with his donuts. I can picture it now. Loads of screens, feet up on the desk. Yeah, Homer Simpson vibe.
Just donuts spin around on his finger. And you grab some apples, bananas. Yeah, okay, right. You're charging for those. No, it is that essentially, but it's apparently thousands of Indian people.
Fuck.
Outsourced.
That's crazy.
What a shock, eh? Yeah, it's outsourced to thousands of Indian people. So they are essentially watching you as you walk around the store, putting all your shopping in your basket, and then they pretty much they're
so
the ones.
Basically, like you walk in and you're a designated target for somebody, and they just follow you around.
Yeah. So you probably have about 20 people watching you, just you, shop at any time when you're in there.
How lazy have we got as a society? Honestly,
so lazy.
Why can't we just go to Morrison's or whatever and just scan the apple and the banana and then just pay and walk out?
It started with the self-scan. I'm just putting that out there. It started with self-scan and we became unsocial creatures. We didn't want to talk to anybody. We didn't want that face-to-face reaction.
Are more a pain in the arse than going to a till.
Nah, they got better. They've had time to do R&D on them, so they're actually work now.
You stand there with a little red light flashing, looking around. They're just the workers are just standing there muttering around like we got it easy now because we ain't got to scan anything.
Yeah,
just standing there chit chatting. I'm like, somebody gonna come and help me?
Yeah, twiddling your thumbs.
Yeah,
just looking like an idiot.
Yeah,
I used to work on them.
All I got is a Red Bull and I need ID.
Oh yeah, I hate that. The fact that came in.
And they come up to me. You got any ID? What do you mean I've got any ID?
Have you seen me?
You need ID.
But I used to work on them, and I used to work on them when they first came in co-op. Awful machines when they first started. Yeah, that is when the whole debacle of the red light came, and everyone was sitting there going, "These machines don't work. Right. They're awful. I hate them."
Bring your own bag. Scan your bag. Bag don't work.
Oh God. Yeah, we don't even go there. Anyway, so back to the story. So the idea of this AI system was it was supposed to be taught by these thousands of Indian people that how to work. So it was going to basically, the Indian people were going to be the precursor for it. It was going to learn off them, and then it was essentially going to work. So the system was implemented in 2016. So it's had a long time to learn on how to watch people shop. It just hasn't worked. They've hit snags on every single time that they've tried to implement it properly, and it is a terrible system. So unfortunately, all those people that walk into Amazon assuming that they're part of some really, cutting edge AI system shopping, as they've become a part of some really creepy voyeur shopping scheme where people just pretty much are watching you as you walk around.
You just try and play a fun game of see how much you can buy and get away with, wouldn't you?
Try and steal stuff.
Yeah, well, essentially, yeah.
That we don't condone stealing, because
where's the cameras? You'd hide like a banana next to another banana. I've only got one banana.
There's 200. Oh, okay, yeah, fair enough. You're gonna try and do some illusion magic.
What's it called? What's the hand thing called?
The hand thing.
Yeah, when you're good with your hand, sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand, yeah. Illusion magic. Magician. On the article though, there was an absolute cracking joke. And I was debating on whether I should actually say the joke itself, because one, it's not my joke, and two, I mean, I've said it, so it shouldn't be a problem really. And it was the fact that AI no longer stands for artificial intelligence. It actually stands for all Indians.
Wow.
I was expecting you to laugh at that. It's a joke.
It wasn't very good. Yeah. It was terrible, in fact.
Okay, yeah, well, I'm glad I didn't write it then, so that's fine. It's come from the article, so it wasn't me. So for all those listeners out there, yeah, okay, I don't make terrible jokes. We make good jokes here.
You just pass on the terrible jokes.
Yeah, I regurgitate them to everybody that wants to hear them. Or doesn't want to hear them, should I say, because they're terrible.
It's just a lazy society, isn't it? Needing like walk in, walk out shops like that.
I mean, it's cool. It is a cool system, and it would save you so much time. But it's the fact that it's hilariously just so inefficient, and the fact that you've got 1,000 Indian people watching you over like 100 to 200 cameras. I just thought that was hilarious. It's great. This brings a whole new meaning to like the telemarketing sort of system that they had, and all you'd hear it's just absolute jokes. And they watch so much money as well. How they couldn't find an AI system that actually works is beyond me. But yeah, have you ever been into decathlon?
What's that? No, that's what I should have said.
It's like an outdoor sports shop sort of thing. So you get like ski stuff, canoes, that sort of thing.
No, I don't.
Either way, so they've got a little basket that you put stuff in the basket, and it scans what's in the basket without you needing to do anything with your hands. Pretty much, it just.
Okay.
I don't know what it does.
Like Tesco scan shop, but you don't have to scan.
No, yes, but the basket does the scanning. You don't have a little gun, and then it recognises everything that's in the little basket, and you buy it. So they're going back to that system anyway. So because they've scrapped the AI because they can't make it work because it's absolutely shocking.
I'm going on a canoe this weekend.
Oh yeah, you are.
I'm talking about the outdoors.
Yeah. Go on, hit me up. Where you going? Actually, no, tell a lie. We can't say that. Sorry, we can't disclose our locations.
I'm going on. I'm going on the river.
That's enough. That's all they need to know.
I'm taking off from a local pub.
Are you going? Are you going to take Rupert with you?
Yeah.
Is Alice going with you?
Yeah, both going with me.
Are you all going?
Yeah.
Oh.
His life jacket should arrive today.
You got a life? Oh, I suppose he's a good job that you had a life jacket.
Should I wear a life jacket? Is that mandatory? Like riding a bike with a helmet? Do I need a life jacket?
No, as long as Rupert's got one, it's all good. That's good parenting. You're fine.
It looks like a banana boat.
You can swim.
Bright yellow as well.
Legend. I'm gonna keep an eye out for you. I'm gonna just
throw rocks at us.
No.
Oh.
You've got a little kid in the canoe. I'm not gonna throw rocks at you.
Training while he's young, defend himself.
Man up.
Like a pirate.
It's gonna be.
He's gonna dress like a pirate as well.
When? What, on the canoe?
Yeah, we're all gonna dress like pirates.
What? Is it an event or are you just doing it for fun?
Yeah. Well,
you are some interesting people. Fair play.
Yeah.
Fair play. What about Alice? Is Alice just going to be another pirate? Who's captain?
Me, of course.
No, Alice.
No, me, of course.
Rupert.
Rupert, yeah.
He's got a hat, the eye patch, and the
I'm
parrot.
gonna put Pancake on his shoulder.
Oh no, he's way too big. Poor little Rupert.
Beans.
Yeah, both of them.
Both on his shoulder.
Either shoulder. Little snaggletooth. Oh no, Pancakes can be a captain. He's got like a proper gruff look for it.
Yeah, he has. Yeah, he has. Yeah.
Give him a little like fake beard, like just.
He looks like he's got a beard anyway. So.
Well, that's all right, but paint it black so it looks really distinguished. And eye patch just needs a hook.
He'd probably just sit there as well.
Just
I always imagine
the front.
I always imagine what cats sound like. Like I give my cats voices as if like, okay, how would Pancake? So Pancake's actually. I can't believe we've gone 100% full circle and talking about Pancake again. So he's actually from I want to say Latvia. Mm-hmm. He's a Latvian cat. Mm. So we got him off somebody, and they come home from Latvia basically. Mm-hmm. He's got a little passport.
Is he actually?
Yeah, he has.
Got a little cat passport.
It's not got a little picture on it though. That would have been cool if he did. But I always imagine in my head what he sounds like, what he's thinking, and if he thinks in like a Latvian voice. Mm. That's what cats do. Right?
I don't reckon he does.
But I do that with all animals. Like I was sitting down in the garden today because it's sunny. I had my lunch and I was just watching a bee on the flowers. And I was like, and he landed on a flower underneath the shade, and I'm doing the voiceover in my head like, oh, finally, a bit of shade.
For a bee.
I do it with all animals. All right, back to work. Off he goes. I'm just watching him like, I wonder what he's thinking. I just can't wait to get today's shift done. I watch too much Disney, that's the problem. B-movie. Then you think, he's going to go back to his thing and he's going to land. He's going to be like, I'm the boy.
Oh my God, it's Barry B. Benson. He's just come over.
Yeah.
He's on his shift. As if. Back to Pancakes, he definitely doesn't sound Latvian. He's probably like, I reckon he's got a goblin voice. Like, because it's the snaggletooth. It is that thing. It's like a orc or a troll or.
Yeah. Something orky. Stupid. Whatever. Goblin. No, not a goblin.
Goblin, yeah.
The goblins, the big
Goblins.
ones. Like are they freeze in the sun? Is that a goblin or is that?
Oh, I've got
ogre. That ogre?
Oh, ogres. Yeah, they turn into
don't-
stone.
Shrek don't freeze. That's what he turns into.
Yeah, but
Anyway,
different.
yeah, he's gonna sound something like that.
Solid.
He brought in a squirrel once though. In fact, he's done it twice.
Alive?
Once alive, once dead.
Oh,
And
no.
I had to. Have you ever come
Just
face
alive.
to face with a squirrel?
Yes.
Jesus, we're talking about badgers. Fucking squirrels, yeah,
Mental.
vicious, man. It's like hissing at me.
Yes,
No, I'm
you.
I'm trying to talk to a squirrel again, and then in my head again, I'm thinking, I wonder what he's thinking.
Hello.
I'm trying to prise a squirrel out of Pancake's mouth, and I'm thinking if he gets me, he's gonna hurt.
Oh yeah, they got their little teeth, haven't they? They got their
little teeth.
the ones at the front.
Yeah. They're
Ooh,
like rabbits.
grim.
Yeah, they are.
I bet they're sharp as well.
Yeah, it did, and I managed to get hold of it. And I just had to like yeet it over the fence to get rid of it. I don't actually.
To be fair, I suppose they're pretty good on their feet. They're pretty agile creatures, so
Yeah.
I think they'd be fine if you
Just the way
yeeted the squirrel.
But it's just like all I'm saying to that squirrel is you are a thick squirrel because you got caught by Pancake, who's like the thickest cat on the block. Honestly,
He's a secret hunter.
he's a secret. Yeah.
A secret hunter. He's a pirate. It's all good.
He just puts on an act, and when he goes around the corner, he's like, "Oh,
They look stupid.
Yeah.
They look stupid for my humans.
back to being stupid for the humans, so I get food."
But yeah, okay. I think that is. Have you got any?
No, I'm good.
I think
that
that's
went really quick.
We need to maybe we'll record another one after this.
Really?
No, we ain't got the
Okay.
we haven't got the material. We need to do more research. But yeah, so that's it for episode 2 of Know the Good to Know podcast. Come and find us on our socials. Oh, you can find us on YouTube and Spotify actually as well.
Yeah, please subscribe, leave a comment on YouTube.
Yeah.
Let us know if you're enjoying the show. If you've got any stories, like we said before, if you've got any stories you want to share, you can either drop us an email. Our email will be in the description.
Mm-hmm.
Leave a comment on the YouTube, or catch us on our Instagram or TikTok.
Yeah.
But thank you for, like I said, for the first episode. Thank you for listening, everybody. Really appreciate the support. I hope you enjoy the show. Hope you enjoyed this show.
Enjoy it.
Thanks again. We do enjoy it. Even if we just,
Blabbing.
we do enjoy it. It's good fun. Like we said, that's what we're here for. Just have fun and make people laugh. So
Bring some good news.
bring some good news. So thank you very much for listening. We'll catch you again next week. And until then, thank you very much. Stay positive.
Oh, are we going to do this as a thing?
What?
Stay positive.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, we're going to have an outro. Okay, stay
Bye.
positive. Bye.